Hey kids, it's Missenden Flyer here, hope you're well. Boy, have I got a treat for you today. You find me in the train station here at Great Missenden. It's no coincidence that I'm starting this review in the train station because this is a bike that goes like a train. Let me just show you what I'm on. Here she is, the incredible Honda GL 1800 Goldwing. This is the latest model, came out in 2018. I've been riding this now for just over a month. I've done all sorts of stuff on this bike, including a tour, which will be coming to the channel soon. And well, basically I've already blown it. I absolutely love this bike. It is an absolute beast. I love it. And in this video, what I'm going to tell you are the top 5 things that I love about this bike. But the first thing that I mentioned, number 5 on my list of the top 5 things I love about the Honda Goldwing, is its colossal road presence. Not only is it massively heavy, but it's physically massive as well. It's a big old bike, and for a big tourer like this, that actually is an advantage because it's got a bit of mass and weight to it, so it's nice and stable on the road. But it also means it's, you know, it's big, so you get good wind protection and weather protection, but also you can see it coming. It's got masses of lights on this thing. It's got a huge frontal area. When you're in a car seeing this come towards you, there's no mistaking that there's a vehicle there. So number 4 on my list then is something that's often referred to on Goldwings and bikes like this as a reverse gear. It's not quite true, it's not a reverse gear. Honda talk about it as its creep mode, and on this it's got both a forward and back creep mode. It basically utilises, I think, the starter motor to engage so that when you're sat on the bike you can move the bike around if you're in a car park or whatever, you need to manoeuvre it in a tight space. Number 3 is something that I'm pleased to say I'm looking at all the time, because it's this instrument panel. I mean, it is a big bike. I know there are a lot of people that criticise these things and say, well, if you're going to have a bike like that, just get yourself a car. Well, you're sort of missing the point if you think like that. Have a go on one if you ever get the chance, and I think you'll be quickly converted. Something that is car-like on this is this amazing dashboard on here. There's no other way to describe it. It is like a dashboard. Proper speedometer, proper rev counter. It's got this beautiful, I guess it's a TFT screen in the middle, as well as supplementary LCD screens. Absolutely everything you could want on there. Proper fuel gauge, all the odos and trip counters you'd expect. It's got a gear, shows you what gear you're in. It's got 7 gears on this. Look, I'm in 7th at the moment, but I'm in DCT mode, so I don't care what gear I'm in, it just selects the right one. The DCT on this is absolutely beautiful. Shows me I'm in tour mode as well. I hope you can see that. And then in the middle here you've got everything else. So one of the things I love about it is the navigation function. So if I just come down 1 to navigation and select that, you'll see that it pulls up a full featured GPS. This also supports Apple CarPlay and the Android equivalent, so if you want to use that instead and use Google Maps or whatever you do on that, then you can do that on here as well. I've not bothered because I find this sat nav absolutely perfect. Again, use this throughout my tour on Wales that's coming up on the channel. So I absolutely love this instrument panel. It's got everything you want. It's very easy to read. What more can I say? It's just a lovely thing. So that's number 3 on my list of the top 5 things I love about the Goldwing. On to number 2 on my list of the top 5 things I love about this bike, and that is something that really is amazing on this bit of kit. It's the incredible 1800cc 6-cylinder horizontally opposed engine. Now the horizontally opposed bit is very important on this bike, because that means all 6 cylinders are flat. It's effectively a boxer configuration. So when I'm always saying things like my GS is great, even though it's a heavy bike, but the boxer engine carries its weight low down, well, this is exactly the same, only there's 6 cylinders this time, but they're all laid down flat at the very bottom of the bike, which means it doesn't feel anywhere near as heavy as the, you know, almost half a ton that it is when it's fully laden with a passenger on it. So to number 1 on my list, the top 5 things I love about the bike, and that is something that very much came to the fore when I took this bike away with Mrs. Flyer on that tour I keep talking about. And that is straightforward, the comfort. That's oh, nearly an opportunity to go overtake him there then. In fact, it looks like he's about to turn off anyway. So yeah, the comfort of the bike. Again, something that I guess is kind of obvious. When you look at it, it looks like it's a comfortable bike. Well, it's more comfortable than it looks, and it's more comfortable for a number of reasons. First thing, as you may have noticed on this video, I've not had my visor down, even though I've got the screen in its lowest possible position. Gotta just make sure I'm doing 30 down here, because again, this is a bike you can get carried away on. It's got such a big frontal area and this lovely big screen, which is on its lowest setting. If I put you up, it moves the camera. Let's move you up, there we go. Moving up, and now you're probably far and over my head, and you're getting a nice view behind me. Let's bring you back. But even in its lowest position, you can ride this bike, visor up, and you don't get a face full of wind. My shoulders are nicely protected. Well, everywhere about me is protected. I'm a relatively small fella, but this is a pretty big bike at the front, so lovely weather protection at the front and wind protection, and that makes for a comfortable ride. So that's the first thing. Next thing that makes for a comfortable ride is the riding position. Nice and upright, big wide handlebars, and then your passenger, of course, they're nice and upright with that big backrest and arms. It's literally like sitting in an armchair on the back there. It is an armchair, so that makes it comfortable. Then you've got the padding on the seats, acres of padding, really soft on your backside. You can move around on the seat, there's plenty of room. Beautifully comfortable seat. And then last but not least, the thing that makes it comfortable is the heated seat. It's got a heated seat on the front and the back. You might not think you need it in the summer in the UK, and generally you wouldn't, but I have used it since I've had the bike, as has my passenger, and it works beautifully well. If you've never used a heated seat before, you might be thinking, well, why do you need a heated seat? I never suffer from a cold bum when I'm riding my bike. And again, I thought that too before I had a heated seat. But once you've ridden on a cold day with a heated seat, you'll never want to go back, because what it does, by warming up your backside, it warms up your whole core. Being a YouTube bike reviewer, and some bikes are better than others, and there are very few that I wish I owned, but this fits into that category, and I never thought I'd say that about a Goldwing. I've been as critical as everybody else about them in the past, and then I rode one. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my journey. Hope you enjoyed that video. Like I say, if you've not seen one of my videos before, it'd be great to have you along again, so do hit that subscribe button. If you're interested in more on the Honda Goldwing, stick around, stay tuned to the channel, and stay till the very end for my fashion segment. Alright, look forward to speaking to you again soon. Until then, this has been the Missenden Flyer. Cheerio.